Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network. Now we have to introduce Marie-Ève Mongrain to the show. I might have to add to the accolade long list of actress. How's it going?
It's going so well. Thank you. How about you?
I'm doing well, sweetheart. Please introduce yourself to our listeners with all your titles now.
Well, I'm not an acting, I'm not a working actress yet. We'll go with the yet, right? So I'm Marie-Ève Mongrain. I am from Quebec. I am a life coach, a mindset life coach. I also am a model. I'm a single mom of two. I add to the title widow because I think that when you think about widow, it's all the emotional stuff and all the grief and everything that goes with it. And just for me, also it's like, just say, I am very strong, right? So and now I'm going into acting, and whatever is going to happen, just in the end, I'm going in the entertainment business, and I'm a speaker as well. I do conferences. I'm out there everywhere.
Awesome. Well, it's exciting to have you here. How can our listeners reach out to you? Tell us the website, which by the way looks awesome.
Thank you. Today is supposed to be the day where 2 weeks ago, I sent them a bunch of things to change. And so nothing has changed yet. So there are a couple of things that will change. It will be more like of me as a brand, more than just a life coach. But so MarieEveMongrain.com. That's MarieEveMongrain.com. And you can also find me on Instagram, which is where I do most of my, almost of my social media. And also TikToks, which have the same handle, which is Mary Mongrain 90. And I'm also live on TikTok again today.
Got it. Exciting to have you here. Hello. We had some great conversations, obviously, the past few weeks, few months at this point. What did you have in store for us today? I know you have your notes. You're always action-packed.
I do, because I would not feel comfortable coming in and we could have a conversation, and I know my higher self would guide me and we would be channeling stuff that's awesome. But also, I really like to have a few things to chat. And first thing, do you do the elf on the shelf?
Of course.
So how were your boys with that? This
They love it. They love it. It's adorable. Yeah. The problem is I've been getting up at 1:30 in the morning. I forgot to do it the other day. So I'm like, he just had to stay. He's sleepy, making excuses, but it's so exciting to bring that joy to the kids. And we did breakfast with Santa this weekend. So it's like, I love those things. Yes.
That's amazing. For us, the first day, because remember, last week or 2 weeks ago, I said, I couldn't find the elf, right? And the elf on the shelf, the red one with the little hat, and the one we had last year, I couldn't find them in my boxes. And so the day before Christmas, that's November 31st, I went to the store. The week after, I bought these ones. Here they're called lutin coquin, they're like the silly one. So that's something big here as well. They're bigger than the other one. So I bought a family of 4. I got the mom, the dad, and 2 little twins. And so I put them, we got a fairy door. I got a little fairy door to put at the bottom of my kids' room. And so that right before. So I put them beside the door with a little bit of sugar powder, to pretend it's snow. Then the next day, my girl tasted, it's not even snow, that's flour. Anyway. But my youngest daughter, she was so sad because her elf on the shelf that she was waiting all year long, because she had kept the little dress, the little skirt, because the elf forgot it last year. She kept it, and her elf wasn't here this year. That broke my heart. It doesn't matter, right? You can do everything, but if it's not that one elf, there's nothing I could do. I could have made fun, nothing worked. I had to try to make something good out of it, and they had a good time. And I went to the store because I had looked everywhere in the store, I couldn't find them. And I went to Canadian Tire, which it's a store with for cars and home and just houseware stuff, and
that's our home goods. Yes. Okay.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. And so went to check for some of the toys, and there was this one box with one elf on the shelf, and it was the lady one. And oh my God, and I take it, and then there was only one, and I got her. And so the next day she arrived. So the first day there was a note from the elf saying, we're really busy, Santa, needed us really, really bad, so we can't come. And then the next day she said, you know what, I missed you guys so much. I did everything I could. I asked Santa if I could come back, and he said yes. Now Snowball is really, really busy, but I was able to ask, and I really wanted to come and spend this time with you. So now we have 5 elves. And she was so happy, and she she sleep with it, and like, oh my God, like it's yesterday they gave like they're so nurturing. They had chocolate, like they put an egg and then we put some sprinkle on it. That was what the elves told in the morning. And in the afternoon, it was like a Kinder surprise egg. And they used half of it. They melted it. They made like a chocolate milk for the elves. And like they gave a bunch of snacks and treats for the elves so that they're not hungry. I'm like,
So creative. I love it. I
ah!
love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
That's just to say, because, right, if I believe I was not going to find it, right? But the universe came through again so that my girl could have what she deserved, right? She deserved to have her friend she was waiting for.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, thank you. I don't have the snowball one, the guy one, but I got that one. And I was like, thank you. It was the only one. And so for me, it was like, oh, thank you.
It was a sign. It was meant to be for you.
Well, everything is. If I want it, it's done, right?
Very true. Yeah.
And now, like, just talking about if it's meant to be, yesterday, because my car is due, I'm due to bring back my car next week. It was a lease, a 3-year lease, and now I'm getting a Porsche.
Wow! Congratulations!
Thank you. Like, I've never been into brand, like, you see all those luxurious brand, and it's like, wait, what? Like, okay, well, that's fine. Like, I don't have the money for it, but like 4 years ago, and that's for the story about how your belief work. And like now, like 4 years ago, I got a Honda Odyssey. So it's like the minivan. Like I was a soccer mom. I could put my, like, just touch the handle and the door would open on its own. And my dad was like, oh my God. And
I want that.
I never wanted the minivan, but when I got it, it was like wonderful. But then I got stuck in my driveway. Like I couldn't get out in the middle of winter. I said, enough of that. I want to be able to leave. Like we almost missed our flight because of the car. I'm like, no way. So I exchanged it the year after for an SUV, which was a Honda Pilot.
Okay.
But for me to have the Odyssey, because I wasn't working, I just had my insurance, my life insurance money, but so I could pay it cash, right? But I didn't have a revenue. So when I went for financing and leasing, I couldn't. So I had to pay my car like cash right away.
Wow. Yeah.
Okay, whatever. Like I'll do it. And I was gonna I was buying the car anyway. I was like, this is my car. Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, something in my eye.
That's
And then
okay.
so the year after I changed car, so what they did is they took the value of what I paid and put it towards that car.
Okay.
I ended up having money enough to pay for 3 years. And after the lease is over, I still owe a $36,000 on that car. I'm like, and now it's full of scratch. And I'm like, nah, no, thank you. Like, I don't want to have that car. I didn't clean it. I didn't take care of it properly. Like, I didn't really care because I'm like, I paid the $4,000 insurance that says if you scratch it, you just bring the keys at the end and we don't care. That's what I got. And I'm like, yeah, of course my car is scratched. I had that insurance, right? To get the insurance, you're going to be so I'm in my vibration saying, it's okay if my car gets scratched. It's okay. Because at the end, I just give my car my keys. And so when I on my car, I got the scratch on my car, both sides.
Yeah.
Because I knew I'm fine, right? If you know you're fine, you're going to allow stuff to happen. So now I'm like, okay, 2 months ago, I went to visit a Maserati dealership because I want to be in that low, like the higher
tier and energy wise and vibration. So did you find a Porsche SUV?
It's a Macan. So it's kind of, it's not an SUV, but it's just
crossover.
Yeah, it's a crossover.
Nice.
So I went to visit Maserati. Then like, I couldn't find my driver's license. I'm like, well, I guess I'm not due to do a test drive today. I couldn't find it. I'm like, well, thank you, universe, for telling me it's not what I'm getting, right?
Yeah.
That was clear, loud and clear. This is not what you're getting. And they were too big and I didn't like them, right? I like the logo, but the car itself, like, then
it wasn't impressive.
Yeah, exactly. I wanted a Lexus for such a long time. So I went to visit. Oh, nice car, super comfy. It fits me. I'm like small and it was perfect. There was no rooftop. I'm like, it's so dark. Now I want space. I want light. And that didn't work out for me. And this week I said, you know what? Why would I not go check for a Porsche? I'm sure there are some used one or whatever. So I went on their website yesterday. I said, you know, I'm getting a Porsche. I don't know. I went on it and I said, if I want a car, my price will be there. So there's like a 3-year-old car that was there for like $52,000.
Perfect.
And I'm like, well, if I have to pay cash, I do have the money to pay cash. But I'm like, no, I create my reality. I won't have to pay full price. What I'm going to do is I'll be able, I don't know how, because I still don't have revenue.
Show the income. Yeah, I know. I understand. Yep.
And so now I'm like, but I don't know how, but I'm still going to be able to just pay monthly, right? So we go, I visit, like I check the cars, because the guy is like, well, you know, if you order, it takes a couple of months before we get the car in. And I'm like, you know what? My car, I know through a lot of attraction, my car is going to be in stock. I don't need to order it because I know my car is in stock. Might be in your dealership, might be at the other dealership, and I don't care. It is in stock. I don't have to wait because I need a car. Right? And so we tried the new one. I go with the Macan, try it. I'm like, oh, this is so nice. Like, it's so good. And it's smaller than what I have, which I'm okay with. I'm super happy with it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I said, so do you have any like used car on stock? Right? I'm okay if I don't have to spend $80,000 or 70, but anyway, it's like, yeah. So we go and sit downstairs, and the used one at the colors were more the colors I wanted than the new one. And there were two used cars, same price, but one was like fully equipped than more than the other one. I'm like, yeah, well, like I said, I think this is my car, right? Let's go sign papers. And I was able to get the funding, like to be financed. And I don't care how, I'm being financed. And I even I'm giving them a little bit of money because I want $1,000 payment a month, not 1,300. And I want this. I want to have fun paying my bills, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
We don't want, that's the thing with love attraction. You don't want to have resistance. Oh, a bill. No, this is fun to pay. Yes, it's a fun bill to pay, right? So Thursday I'm taking possession of my new car.
So wait, what is it called? It's a Porsche what?
Macan.
I want to look it up. And what year is it then?
2018.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you. And this is the entry into the luxurious lifestyle.
Wow.
And I'm like, you know what? I don't want to feel bad about spending money on I got a Porsche, but it cost me the same price as my Honda Pilot. And it's cheaper because now I called the insurance, right? I say, I'm looking for this. Do I need the tag? So the tag is something that I had to put on my Honda Pilot in case it got stolen, then they can find it and they can track it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they said, well, no, with that one, you don't need to pay the $500 tag thingy. Right? Okay. And actually your insurance are going down. I'm like, wait.
Wow. Because it's a used
price?
car. That is amazing.
But I'm like, it's a Porsche. No, they're less stolen. So technically I'm getting higher quality and I'm paying less a month. I'm paying less in insurance. And it's like, there's less hassle and it's better quality. I'm like, okay.
Amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you. So that was my excitement, but also that was for me to be able to say, I'm going to go for a Porsche, right? I've been working beliefs and of my worth and everything for the past 3 years.
Yeah.
Right? 3 years ago, I had double the money I have now, but never allow myself to go for a luxurious car. I'm like, this is stupid. And now I have less money, but the mindset I have is different. And now I know, I said, I don't want to spend the money because I want my money and my investment to grow. So I prefer spending, having an extra $6,000 in interest, but the money, the $50,000, $60,000 I would put in right now is going to grow over the next 5 years.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
It makes more sense that way. So the
it
universe
does make sense. Yeah, absolutely. Wow. Awesome.
And I don't know, have you ever tried a Porsche? Did you go to a dealership to try a luxurious car before?
No, I never have. I drive a 2012 Ford Focus. I don't have a fancy car.
Now, why did you never step into one of the Porsche? Why didn't you try?
I always wanted the Mercedes. Well, the problem was working in New York City. To drive into New York, you know what New York City is like. I drive to work my whole life in New York City and have to park on the street. So the car is going to get dented, get hit. So I have an old car. And my son's father got, which we just borrow. It's a small Chevy Equinox, and it's horrible. I want something bigger and better. I need to start manifesting. And I need something that makes me feel good. I believe I'm worth it. Yes.
But now you believe that if you have a nice car in New York, it'll get scratched, it'll get bumped. But the only reason it gets scratched and bumped is because it's the belief you have, right? So now to avoid it, you're like, okay, if I have the old car, it's okay if I get scratched or bumped, instead of believing they can have a nice car and not get scratched or bumped.
Yes. Yeah.
And also nothing stops you from going and try, right? You can still, even though you don't buy it. For me, I've always stopped myself going.
I want the Range Rover. I want the Range Rover truck.
Then go and try it. You don't have to buy it, but just go and sit in it, do that.
Envision it, feel it, own it, love it. And then, yes. Okay.
When you're in your little car, you're like, this is how it feels to be in the Range Rover. and then however it's gonna show up, right?
Yes.
But I never allow myself to even think going to put my feet at the dealership
Wow.
before. But for me
Oh,
to step into, like, the first one I went was the Maserati, because I knew I was not going to buy Maserati, but I still went in, and just to be in the door, open the door and be in there, talk with the guy, it was okay, right? I'm like, okay, that's cool. So now I know, like, I can get the car I want for the price I want. It doesn't matter, Porsche or Honda. Like, it's just the name that changes. It's still a car, right? It's still a car. It's gonna get me where I am. And I'm like, it's just normal that I get
it's
good car, right? My kid, it's her birthday. Emily, she's gonna turn 5 on the 23rd, but we're celebrating her on this weekend. Because for me, it's important that I split her birthday from Christmas, right? I don't like, she has a chance to be close to Christmas, but I still want to celebrate with her friends and just two different things. And where she goes at her daycare, it's a really nice area. It's a nice spot. Our best friends, like the two kids, are with her. Their dad is like the hockey goaler of the Canadians, like the hockey.
okay.
Like this summer, they were going with the, like, some of the friends, like they're the mom, the hockey mom, but like the hockey wives from the Habs. So I'm like, okay, so now it's just normal, like, kids hang out with, millionaire kids, right? Like,
Yes.
and like super popular people. I'm like, huh. But they're just normal people to me, right? Because we're just parents. Like, this is what we have in common. Your job is, you're the entertainer. I don't hang out with the people, but like, it's just like they're gonna come to, most likely they're supposed to come to the birthday party, and like, all right, I don't follow hockey, so like, you tell me the name.
Yeah, you don't even know. Yeah. You're like,
I'm kind of removing them from a pedestal, but at the same time, like, oh, this is so cool, right? This is so cool.
Yeah.
Working with you, I'm like, oh my god, I got a celebrity co-host. Like, it's fun, and I have to see myself as one person like this, right? Like, yeah, I'm hanging out with celebrities, but I am a celebrity in my own, like, of my own as well. That's why I'm going, and just to embody it and say, well, it's just normal hanging out with cool people.
Yeah, exactly. See, it's all about perspective. Absolutely.
Yep. So that was my Porsche, my excitement of yesterday.
That is exciting. Wow.
It is. And I know, like, in the collective with Nick, the one I'm working with, like, we're over 500 members, and you guys can join through me as well, because my mentor is amazing. People, like, have been manifested. Oh, I'm talking to Jill Nicolini here on my podcast. I'm just answering questions. She's amazing. And so somebody actually manifested a $200,000 house for free.
What?
Yeah. So people want to join, like, the cost is $100 a month to join the collective, but there's like calls every week. You get access to like the past 2 years of call, and just like, it's amazing. So like, you can message me and I can send you the link for that, but it's just so good. I mean, people, now we're sharing all this, the money we're manifesting, we're sharing all the good stuff, and people are like manifesting money from left and right, manifesting house trips and just whatever. And this is what we're doing, and it's so cool. Like, so me, I didn't manifest a free car yet, but I manifested the car that it's my belief in what I was ready to pay, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's something I can say. And yeah.
Well, congratulations, because it seems like you're getting everything that you want, because it's positive thinking, mental thinking. How do we explain that to our listeners? What is that called? Manifestation and?
It's a manifestation. Just follow, like, for me, it's just, and actually, I don't manifest things. I know that everything I've wanted from a young age is in the vortex. If you follow Abraham Hicks, for those who know Abraham Hicks, everything you want, like, I don't want this, but that means you already said you want that, right? You already, by seeing what you don't want, you know what you want. And now it's all in like this kind of vortex I'm putting up my head. And when you achieve the emotional vibration, the emotional frequency of one of the desire in that box, then the desire comes. So you don't even have to say, oh, I want to manifest this.
Yeah.
You yourself knows what's coming for you. It's just when you upgrade, when you up level your energy, your emotional, your emotions, then you're attracting everything that's on that emotion. So everything that you get is just gonna boom, boom. So surprise, getting this, because what is yours is meant to be yours.
It's a good way to look at it.
Just the frequency.
I'm going to go to the dealership. I want to drive a Range Rover. I see myself in a Range Rover white with the beige leather seats. Yes.
Luxury. Yes. Like, how do you want to feel when you have that car? Even before you get in the car, what's the emotion? What is that car going to provide you?
I can smell the new leather, but it just makes me feel good about myself. Like, yeah. And I'm not showy. I don't wear like expensive clothes or shoes much. I really don't. I buy things bargain that look good, that look expensive, but that would make me feel really, yeah.
It would make you feel how? That's the word I'm looking. How
it'll make me feel proud, happy.
So now, if you go with the car would make me feel proud or happy, how can you embody that? I feel proud right now. I feel happy right now, because it's not the car that makes you happy or
You're
proud.
right.
It's because you're proud and happy that the car manifests, right?
So
you gotta go in right now. How can I already be proud of me, right? Because if you want the car for this, you can have the car and still not feel proud, and it won't be enough. If you don't feel proud now,
yeah,
it's not gonna be enough.
Yeah. Wow, I like it. Ooh.
So what is the emotion that you want from that car other than this? Like, why the beige seat?
I could just see and envision it. Just something that I can smell the leather. I love the smell of leather. I don't have anything that's leather, but I love the smell of a brand new car smell, right?
Oh yeah. So it's the excitement, right? It's like the excitement of something new.
Yeah, it is exciting.
Emotion of excitement of something new. The universe might bring you that emotion through a career change, through a relationship, through something else, right? It might not, maybe you'll meet a guy that loves to wear leather, like as a biker or something. And so you're gonna have the leather sense and the something new, the excitement of that.
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily the car. The car is just filling up something, but like for me, it was like, okay, it's luxury. I've never also did a lot, like if it was on sale, I would take it. But like you even said, I don't buy, I always buy like not thrift store, but like something that looks good and feels good, but that's not expensive. But there's nothing wrong with buying expensive stuff. If you want to treat yourself to a Prada, whatever, do it because it feels good and you're worth it, right? Not because we want, I don't want to show off. Man, you're hot, you're amazing, you love to wear nice clothes, and why not show off? Then you're gonna allow other people to show off as well.
True.
Right? We keep ourselves, we're deserving of all the nice things in life. We don't even have to pay full price for them, because maybe you're gonna get somebody who's gonna give you some nice clothes, or maybe you'll have discount, right? But it doesn't matter, but because it's not like, yes, it's expensive, but it's just, it doesn't have to be expensive. That's the thing. We associate brand with expensive. But it might just come to that sweet spot that the brand is this costs the same thing.
Yeah.
Right? Yes. Supreme versus regular at Costco. I'll buy the Supreme because it's the same price as regular everywhere else.
Yeah. I love Costco. I got a jacket from there last week.
Oh, nice.
It doesn't have to be expensive. That is true.
It doesn't have to, even though it's a brand, it doesn't have to. And that's our mindset. Like, oh, it has to be expensive. Then people are going to think I'm showing off. And like, how are other people going to perceive me? But it's also how you're perceiving yourself, right?
Yeah.
You want that fancy dress, then go get it. And if people judge you on like, you're spending so much money for this, yeah, it's my money. I get to enjoy it, right? So for me now,
that's making you happy. Yeah.
And not working, I was like, okay, I'm going to keep this for the next 20 years for my kids to go to school, pay, like just be like this on survival mode. And I started like just changing a little bit. I got a pen, like a lacrosse pen for $100. That was my first time like getting something luxurious, like it's a pen. Then I got more, and now I'm getting a car, and it's the same. Like if you go, it's the same price as anything else. It's the same price as a Honda, right? It's just the mindset that changes.
Of that. Yeah. It's all about mindset. Wow. Right? Wow. So you're going to manifest this car. You're going to get this car for free somehow.
I would love to. I got blockage. I got blockages about money, and I'm still working around that. I can help people. They can manifest money. They manifest free stuff. But for me, I'm still, and I don't know what it is, because even, my fundraiser, I started my fundraiser. I put it on my Instagram. I put a link on TikTok, Facebook, Twitter. And I said, you know what? I'm going to put $100. So I myself put $100 in it. And it's been a week, and it's still the only $100 that's in there. I have not attracted anything from that. I've been talking with you for like over 10 weeks. I still haven't had clients calling me or signing up. And I'm like, you can do all the actions. And right? Then I got an article in this magazine here. Let me show you. Did I show you last week?
No.
Where is it? So I said, you know what? I believe in me. So I got this article here. I bought myself a one pager.
Congratulations. Oh my goodness.
So that's a French magazine about like spiritual awakening. So it's more spiritual. So I'm like, yeah, I'm putting myself in there. I'm in a Disruptors magazine that showcase the top 30 coaches to watch out for 2022. I'm like, yeah, I'm buying that. You know what?
Yeah.
And I don't care if it works or not. I don't care. I just want to show off myself and what I offer. And I know that I'm going into the acting part also, but I can do both. It doesn't matter. It's just things are working out, but money is not coming in. And I said, it doesn't matter because I still have the money, right? I have the money. And I'm okay if it's not coming up, but I'm like, there's something. If I can't allow the money to come in, I can allow love to come in. I can allow everything else so I'm still working, right? I'm a life coach. I help people. I'm very honest. I still have my own energy blocks on some things, but by me being I know it's going to be all resolved very soon, but as a coach, and, I was surprised to hear that some psychologists like, oh yeah, they have their own problem. I'm like, no, that makes sense. Why, I attracted this person and why I attracted this person and why this psychologist was the one, because she needed me as much as I needed her for her own personal development, right? So that you work with life coaches or psychologists or anyone, they also have their own issues and you're a match to whatever they're going through and you're helping them. By helping them, by helping you, they're helping themselves.
Wow.
And so, yeah, I'm not perfect. So if you work with me, just know I'm not perfect, but I hold the energy of solution for you all the time. And then people just, whatever they want is coming in. I'm like, okay, why am I not doing that for myself?
Awesome. Well, it's exciting. Wow. Now the holidays are here too. You'll have your car. When are you getting the car?
Thursday.
Oh my goodness. Oh, good. So next week I'll get to talk to you. I want to see a picture.
Oh, yes. I'm like, this is
text me.
Oh yeah, I'll send you. Yes, for sure. And please text me your address. I can send you a Christmas card.
Thank you. And vice versa. Mine are on the way. I actually did them early this year for once. And I took them like a local, I don't know if you know what JCPenney is.
Yeah.
It's like a department store. So we took our pictures. I did it the earliest ever. I usually send my cards out the day after Christmas. I'm going to have them by the end of this week. I might get them out before Christmas. So yes, we'll exchange addresses as well.
Yes. We're getting our pictures done tomorrow, actually.
Good.
I was some years I'm like, I don't want to do it. And then like, oh no, let me just get the pictures done. And then everything turns in alignment. I do like 100 letters. I send them and I go like a lot and it's just so fun. And tomorrow we actually are going to do the Christmas picture and our headshots because we are with the LA talent, right? And
absolutely
for our resume and like we did our boot camp. We started our boot camp this weekend. Was busy. Oh my God. Yeah. My kids. Oh, it was horrible. Half of it was horrible, but we're gonna get our headshots, and yes, so it was. I can talk to you about the boot camp next week because that was an experience for me. I'm like, oh, something is gonna change for me here. But yeah, it was really hard.
Perfect. Now, in the meantime, if someone wants to reach out to you, tell us how we do that, please, darling.
Yes, you can message me. You can go and find all my information on maryevmongrain.com. Instagram, TikTok is marymongrain90. And if you want to even message me, call me or text me. On my phone, I do answer my phone. It's 1-579-594-7111.
Perfect. Well, thank you for being here. It's always a pleasure seeing you and talking to you. Love you. And text me and I'll give you my address and vice versa. And I want to see a picture of the car. We'll talk next week. Bye, sweetheart. Right. To all of our listeners, stay tuned. More of the show is on the way. Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers.
Day-to-day simple tasks can become pretty daunting.
I have to carry my chair up 2 flights of steps or have somebody do it for me.
What scares me the most is just the falling.
When I'm struggling with my house, I think, to have that one great barrier just knocked down, it's crucial.
Home for Our Troops is a wonderful nonprofit that builds a
mortgage-free, fully adaptive, handicap-accessible house.
And there's no catch.
It'll be our very first home that we've ever owned.
This is a game changer.
This is where your life begins again.
We need you to join us in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
Because of you, everything's going to be okay.